We could be on our way to yet another government shutdown. This could negatively impact millions of people in our country. You have some Democrats that want to leverage this opportunity, leverage the potential of a shutdown in order to get some concessions, in order to have a few things tossed their way. Then you have some hardline Republicans. They're always up for a government shutdown. So will it happen? We still have many people that are upset at the minority Senate leader Chuck Schumer. He folded like a lawn chair in March, what they're calling the March mistake. That was the opportunity to get something, to get some concessions. This was a time where you had the federal workforce under a purge. You had union rights being stripped away. You could have asked for something, but Chuck Schumer didn't want to do it. Why not? He didn't want his party to be blamed for a government shutdown. So he decided to agree with the Republicans' plan. Right now, what we know is the government will shut down on October 1st unless something is passed. This is probably not going to be a full spending bill, but probably like a CR, a continuing resolution. And we could see 2 or 3 of those over the course of the next 12 months. This is becoming more and more typical. But a lot of people, they want Chuck Schumer to fight for something, for it to at least, even if it's symbolic, to make a stand and say, hey, we need, stop with the Medicare cuts for one. Maybe keep some of the healthcare subsidies. Those are the 2 hot items taking center stage. But on the right, on the Republican side, they don't want to compromise with anything because they have the trifecta. Why should they? That's the mentality. We have a majority in the Senate, in the House. We have the President of the United States. This is a mandate from the public. This is what the American people want. Why should we compromise on any of it? But really, both parties, neither one of them really want to shut down, because what do we have next year? We have midterm elections next year. And if for some reason one party or the other extends a government shutdown past 1, 2, 3 days, if it goes past that, then the fingers are going to be pointing towards them. And it could impact them during the midterms. Now, with government shutdowns, the last one was during Trump's first administration. That lasted around 35 days because he was trying to secure funding to build the wall on the southern border. Then if you go before that, if you look at President Obama, he was trying to pass the Affordable Care Act. And they didn't want to fund it, so that was the main reason why the government shut down during his first term. So outside of that, if you look at the past decade or two, these shutdowns, they don't last any longer than a week. So what would be the ramifications if a shutdown did occur? Well, first, you have to look at federal workers and contractors. Federal workers, a large percentage of them would be furloughed. So they would still receive their money after the shutdown is lifted. Once the government resumes, they would have all of their money. The contractors on the other side, they would actually be losing money. Depending on your situation, your contract, your company, a lot of the contracting work can just stop. And then that just means you got to figure it out if you are that contractor trying to make ends meet. But for the federal workers, a lot of people have this mentality that if we shut it down, we're saving money. In actuality, you are losing money. A government shutdown, it wastes energy, effort, attention, and you still have to pay all these people at the end of the day. The second thing is public service. So when it comes to, going on a monument tour or a national park or something like that, you're not going to have the same park rangers there. Some of these parks could be closed down. That kind of impacts more of tourism than anything. And then you have the food safety inspections, where when it comes to inspecting food or environmental enforcement, all of that will be paused, or at least it'll be slowed down. So nobody likes these shutdowns. And what we have right now, if you look in the Senate, we have a group of senators. These are all Republicans. They're coming together to propose a bill to end shutdowns. No more shutdowns. And the way that this would work is it would require lawmakers to stay in D.C. There's no more retreating back to your home state. You would have to stay there until you finally agree on some of these appropriations. And if nobody agrees, there would be an automatic CR kicked in. I think it's after 14 days. And every 14 days, there would be another one kicked in. So that way, we wouldn't have all this waste. This is the time for government efficiency and making sure that everything is smooth and running the way it's supposed to. You do not want to waste taxpayer dollars. Well, a bill like this achieves it. It creates more of an incentive to actually do your job. That's the main job of Congress, is to approve the money. And if you're not doing your job, usually you face consequences. But in Congress, it's not like that. You don't really face any consequences. You're more focused on, can I get reelected in the next 2 years if you're in the House? So that's the focus. The focus isn't, hey, let me make sure that I compromise with people across the aisle so we can do what is in the best interest of all Americans. It's just not that way. So the bottom line is, most people see a shutdown coming, but it's probably going to last 3 days or less. Now, in addition to this, we need to hire more. You probably know that. I know that. But now we have a White House appointee saying, hey, we have to hire more. And this is an administrator over at DOGE. It's pretty much contradicting what the Trump administration has been doing so far this year. But there's real need for it. There are gaps and there are missions that still need to be accomplished. So if you want to know a little bit more about that, check this video out next. Stay updated by signing up to the free newsletter down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.